So in today's video, what are we working on today?
We are going to turn these seats into swivel seats.
That's right. Those seats right there are going to swivel around, and we're going to show you how to do it. And then what are we going to do?
Picking.
We're going picking. Hi everyone, I'm Roy.
And I'm Kim.
And this is our converted 136 Promaster van named Rocky. We aren't your normal everyday van lifers. We're pickers. Our goal is to travel to many exciting places and search for items to sell in our online eBay store. So join us on our many adventures because we are Nomadic Pickers. So today before we go picking, I got Kim over here. And she said that we got to work on a part of the van before we can do any picking. So what are we going to work on today, Kim?
Good morning. Today we're going to work on the swivel seats so that they will swivel around and it'll be our dining area.
And you can see we already got stuff in the van. We just came back from a little trip and we actually used this foam mattress. We stopped and took our first time little nap in the van, so we already actually used that. But today we're going to work on the swivel seats. Right now these seats, they just they don't swivel. They'll pull back and forth like a normal seat, but they don't swivel at all. So that's what we're going to do, is put in the swivels today. But like I said, Kim and I, we already slept in this one time when we took a little trip over to El Paso. El Paso was about a 12-hour drive away from where we are, and we slept on this little memory foam mattress. It was just a little one that came out of a camper trailer that we had
with 2 dogs.
With 2 dogs, yeah, we slept in this thing. But if you haven't seen the inside of our van yet, it's tall enough for me to stand up into, and once we put a floor and a ceiling in, it's still going to be tall. I'm 5'10". There's plenty of room up in here, you can see. But this is a blank canvas, and this is what we're going to be building. By the time this van build's completely done, this is going to have a bed, a sink, a stove, a toilet, cabinets, closet. It's going to be everything. So it's not your normal van life video, it's a van life picking video. So that's why we picked the name Nomadic Pickers, because we do have a home, so we're not nomads, but we are going to go around picking all over the place. We're going to go all over in our wonderful state of Texas that we live in, and we're also going to travel all over the United States. We might end up in your neck of the woods, wave at you and say hi as we go by. And we're going to go ahead and just travel all over the place, and that's why we got Nomadic, because we're just going to go place to place to place and look for all those good treasures out there.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So, all right, I gotta get those swivel seats in. So if you're more into just the reselling side of life and not so much the van side of life, or curious about the van and you just want to see more about reselling, then you can do that by looking at our other channel,
Arcade Treasure Center.
That's right, Arcade Treasure Center. That's our other channel. On that channel, I'll show you all the sides of selling and reselling and making money online. I use eBay. That's my main focus. So we sell a lot of stuff on eBay. If you want to check out that channel, there's a link in the description down below. So go check out our other store and you can see how we survive full-time by selling on eBay. The first thing you got to do is turn this little knob here. This one's already done. So I do that, and then you just use a nickel and you just turn the little things. Now we've already done this a little bit ahead of time so we can see what we're getting into. And then you take the panel off, and that's how you get to the battery. The negative side of the battery, it's a big battery here. This has got a release switch. It's pretty simple. So you just open that up, take that off, and now you've been disconnected. And I don't want this making contact with that again, so we're going to take this and just tuck it out of the way. Just like that, so that way it doesn't have contact. Right now the battery's completely loose, so now we can start taking the seats off. Alright, so as you can see, there's little tiny star hex bolts right there. And I've got a little T25 adapter that's got to fit in there, and there's 6 bolts that are there, so we're going to take out all 6 nuts. There's 2 up front, 1 in the back on each side, so we're going to take this off, and you just slide the chair back and forth to get to them, and that's how you take the seat off. There is airbags in the seats. These are seated airbags, and we disconnected the power so that the airbags won't accidentally blow. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to take the seats off, disconnect the airbags, put the swivels on, put the seats back on, and it should be ready to go. So this is the box that has the lug nut and wrench and tool and jack, so that way you can take the tires off and replace them. So we got to take this out. So we're going to come around to the front, and you see it has instructions right here on how to do it, and all you do is turn this to unlock it, and it comes right off. That's how you get that box out. Alright, there's one. There's two. There's three. That one doesn't want to come out.
Screw stripped or something, or why do you have to use?
No, it's just super tight.
Oh, okay.
It's just super tight.
And you got it. So you don't have to disconnect the airbags or anything?
I will. We've already disconnected the power. I'll disconnect the airbag as soon as I get the seat back, so that way you can see I can see the wires better.
I see. So there's some ties that need to be cut underneath the seat before you're able to take it off. So Roy's went and got his cutters.
All right, it had wire ties, and I cut these off to give me a little extra more room. Now I'm cutting off the other ties because you got to be able to get to the wiring. Make sure you don't cut your wiring when you do it, so that way you're going to need to free up all these wires. Next, we need to get out these plugs right here. So the easiest way to do that is with a pair of pliers. Alright, this is just a pressure plug, so all you gotta do is just squeeze it a little bit and they come right out. And they come out just like that.
That's to the airbag? This
is to the airbag. And they color code it, so that way you know exactly what you're plugging back into.
And the whole thing comes out.
Yeah, there it is. This is a little release clip. Just like that. Okay, so now we got that disconnected. So now we get this one disconnected.
Puzzle.
And we get this one disconnected. There we go. And now the seats completely disconnected. Alright, so these are the swivel plates we ordered. They came from Swivels-r-us. They give you instructions, which I've already kind of pre-known. There's the plate, the swivel plate, and the hardware to attach it. They give you everything you need, and you need this big space right there because you got the airbag wires. So you need all that space right there. So now we're just going to get this all connected. Alright, so we got the nuts and bolts and washers. Like I said, they give you everything you need. Alright, so we're going to have to put the original bolts that we took out off the seat. We'll put them back in here. Now, they're kind of self-tightened, but they probably had something on there, it feels like, that they locked down. But just to make sure they stay seated, I'm going to use this 242 thread locker. This is a medium strength. All you do is just take a little bit on there, and that's all you do. Just put just a little bit on there like that. You don't have to put it all the way around. And then you're going to take it and seat it down into the hole. And I know you can't really see it well.
You don't have to put the washer on.
There's no washer that goes on here.
Okay.
Alright, I put one down in there. I didn't lock it all the way, but I put one down in there with that little thread locker. Now I got to do all the rest of them, and then we can put the seat on and put there. So let me go ahead and get that done, and we'll get back to you. Now we got to get this.
I'll try to help you a little.
Alright, we get the wires in there. So we just make sure the wires are tucked down in there. So the hardware they give you is really good. They give you a hex nut bolt. They give you the 1/2 inch lock nut and the washers, everything you need. You just put a washer and a bolt on the top. And you just put a washer and a nut on the bottom, which you got to kind of hold. You drop the nut and the bolt and everything for a while. You don't want to tighten it down completely until you get, they send you 6 bolts, 12 washers, and 6 nuts. You don't want to tighten it down completely until you get the other ones back here in and make sure it's locked up, and you get the ones up front in. Then you can just slide the chair back and forth and tighten them up as you go. Okay, that should be good and tight. Then we should be all ready. So now we gotta do is just connect the wires. Like I said, they're all color coded. So we just want to make sure there's no tangles. And we're gonna start with this one on the right side. So we're gonna connect the black to black. It just pops right in. And then this sits back up underneath there. If you can see it, goes right back on this little mount and just slides back in there. So the next one we'll do is orange to orange. It sits right in there. And then of course the last one is yellow to yellow. And it's that simple. Now I will put zip ties back on here as soon as I know how much distance I have to swivel around. So let's just see how this one works. Okay, right here is the swivel part latch. You just push down on the front of this, and when you push it, and it swivels. It turns the way you want it to go. So let's try it out. All right. How do you like it?
I like it.
You like it? All right. So now all we got to do is the driver's seat, and we are done.
Good job.
And as you can see, the height, it does raise it a little bit. The plate itself allowed the seats to raise up about 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. I didn't measure it, but that's about what it raised. Now, some people say that that will be an issue. If you're not doing the driver's seat, you don't have to worry about it. I'm only 5'10", and just sitting in this seat right here, I don't think this one's going to be a problem, but we'll find out when we get in. They do make brackets like this that are shorter. So this is about a 10-inch bracket, and they drop them down to about 6 inches. So if you're a real tall person, you might need to get the seat bracket also so you can lower the seat down. But this seems to be just fine right here. So what I realized after doing the passenger seat, now I'm working on the driver's seat, that I was having a hard time holding the washer and a nut trying to put under here. And I thought about it, and I said, dummy, push down the thing and swivel your seat, and now you got your distance. Put your bolt, your washer, and your nut on, and you can hold on to it.
An aha moment.
An aha moment. Aha!
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of those moments building this van out.
That wasn't in the instructions. They didn't say you could turn this to do that, but that makes that a whole lot easier. The other ones I was kind of fighting to hold on. This, put it right on. Aha! I got this seat all in, and it swivels just fine. No problems. It's a little tight, but it'll work itself loose, I think. And as for the height, like I said, I'm 5'10", and my eyesight's right here. I don't have a problem looking out. If there was street lights or whatever, I can still see the street lights, maybe duck down just a hair. But other than that, I mean, I'm looking right out the window right here, so it's not a problem. Feet, every gas. Yeah, I think everything's good. I think everything's good. I don't seem to have a problem.
Awesome.
Well, here we are. We got the seats all swiveled and turned around and ready to go. Now we're ready to drive this way. We can go in reverse backwards. No, we can't. What do you think? You think they're good?
Yeah, you did a great job.
So now once we get the rest of the vans filled up, we'll be able to set these down. We can have a little table to sit at. We can just go ahead and take these and turn them in this direction here. Sit at an angle. Anywhere direction we want. This is going to be great. I think this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, good job.
High five. All right, and if you are interested in any more of our van build, we'll have a whole van build section, so you'll be able to see that. And if you just want to see the reselling picker part, oh, I just heard a cha-ching on my phone. If you want to see any more of the reselling picker part, well, you will have that, because now that I got the seats done, we can go look for some items to go picking, right?
Yeah.
That's what Kim said. If I got this job done, we can go picking. All right. See y'all later next time. And don't forget, look at our other channel, Arcade Treasure Center. That's our reselling channel for eBay. If you'd like to see more about that and you want to see more reselling videos, go over to Arcade Treasure Center and subscribe over there. And you get to see Kim and myself as we go and sell things on eBay and really enjoy ourselves on there in that channel. All right. Bye, everybody. Take care. Be safe.